What's good, narrative mindsetters? Today wasn't a bad day. Today is Monday, normal Monday. Kind of went to work, and that was definitely a pretty good day. I ended up getting a lot of things done over the weekend. I actually got some. I got some baby powder because I wear rubber gloves under my work gloves, so my hands don't get as dirty. And wearing rubber gloves, it helps because it keeps the rubber glove from sticking to your hand. And then you end up going through 2 or 3 pair of gloves or whatever. With the baby powder, it helps that glove kind of slide over your hand. So that was a good thing. That worked out pretty good. And I did a little bit of welding. Kind of got that down pat. Although, welding with flux core, if you're going vertical up, I got to remember, is different than hardwire MIG, because you have to cut your wire speed down, or else it starts to act kind of weird on you. I ended up getting done what I needed to get done. I kind of figured it out, the angle and everything. But besides that, today was a good day. I had a good weekend. Today was a good day. I actually got up early. I actually got up at 3:30 instead of 4 because I kind of wanted, I'm real intentional about my chill time before I go to work. Because I usually get up at 4, but it seems like once I'm done doing everything I need to do, it's about like 4:30, so I only got like maybe 25 minutes to chill. So it's like I wanted to get up early, and I was kind of tossing and turning anyway. So I ended up getting up early and, just kind of utilizing that time. Although something else I kind of figured out was I bought a lunchbox from Myers yesterday, and I wanted to put my lunch and everything into it today. And I guess the lunchbox is made for cans. Drinks, you go have a couple cans and then your lunch and this, that, and other. So I have, 2 1 liter bottles of the sparkling water I buy from Myers. So I wanted to put the water in there and it wouldn't fit. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. It just would not fit. So I'm like, okay, now what? So now I have to go back to the store and probably get some bottles that are about the size of a regular bottle, a regular can, something that will fit in my lunchbox, so then I can put that in there. And also the thing that I put my 2 sandwiches in, that wouldn't fit in there. So I'm like, okay, now I guess I gotta take the sandwiches out and put them on the little tray that's on the top of it. I mean, that's a good lunchbox and everything, but I'm a little pissed that all of my stuff won't fit in there. I'm a little teed off. But, everything will be all right, because as long as I can eat my lunch, then fine, because I started bringing my lunch when I was doing rideshare. I made my lunch, started making my lunch every day and bringing it with me and everything like that. And it's kind of come down to a habit, because, you have to eat. And, you can go to the vending machine. But who's got money for a vending machine? The vending machine is costing you, probably probably about $5 a day. It all depends on where you are. It can cost more if you get into the more complicated vending machines, right? And, it all depends on how much money you're making at the job, and you have to do the math because you got other bills. So if you're making, we'll say if you're making $10 an hour you're working 12 hours a day, that's $120 after taxes. That's about $80, maybe $70. So if you're spending $5, well, $5, nobody puts $5 in. So if you're spending, I don't know, $60 a week, and then you're eating out of a vending machine every day, I mean, you're eating up one day's pay a week. Wife's not gonna like that, because you got bills and you're stuffing your face out the normal vending machine. That's not a good idea, but on the other hand, you gotta eat. So what's the solution to that? The solution is make your lunch at home, bring it. It's cheaper. You get to, have, whatever you want, whatever types of food that you like to bring. You may like to bring hot dogs or burritos or whatever have you. You might, it's probably a good idea to go to the grocery store and get what you want, but, whatever. If you want to stop by the gas station, grab something to eat, whatever, but you got to remember there's a cost to that. So it's a little bit different, and you're only making $10 an hour. So you're eating into that daily pay. So, most of us, make a decent amount of money to survive off of. So it's probably best that you bring your lunch. I think we can all agree on that because nobody's rich. All of us want to be rich, but none of us are, I played the lottery probably a little bit more than I should. I was kind of hooked on Millionaires for Life there for a minute. And I had been playing that for probably about a good, maybe a month and a half straight, I haven't played in probably a couple of days or whatever, and I probably will start back playing because I'll be highly pissed. Let me say that again. I will be highly pissed if my numbers come out the day I didn't play. I'll be pissed. I mean, I will be like 1,000% pissed because I didn't play and my fucking numbers came out. My chance at financial freedom and being done working is gone because I chose not to play Millionaires for Life that night. It wouldn't be good. Wouldn't be good at all. But I didn't play for a couple days. I'll probably start back playing, but I'm not sure. It's just not, right now it's not really hitting me the way a lottery should, I mean, and I already got plans for lottery and everything like that. I did have an idea of buying an island, right? Buying an island in the Bahamas. Because, I'm kind of sick of people, period. And I understand why people move out in the country. They move out in the middle of nowhere, buy some land, driveway, mile long off the road. They don't want to see nobody. The driveway is too damn long for you to come over their house. And that's just the way they like it. They can come out on their porch. They ain't got to see nobody, yada, yada, yada. And I used to think it was a racist thing. But now I understand it's not racist. You get to a point to where you're just sick and tired of society and you want to be on your own property. You want to do what you want to do and you just don't want people bothering you. So I get it. And that, what kind of made me kind of stumble up on, I think they're called the Bahama Islands or whatever. And I'd love to have one or at least look into it and see how, see the cost, the downsides and everything like that. But I'd love to have my own island and everything. And then just to be on the island and it's just me. and you living, you doing what you want to do. I got 2 girls. If they wanted to come live with me, they could, they had their own little spot on the island and everything. I think it would be cool, because they would kind of be able to, have their own freedom. It would just be solitude. So, that I wouldn't really recommend for them. But my youngest daughter, she would love it because she would be in her own little guest house or whatever, doing her own thing. And I already know her. I'd never see her. She'd be over there happy as can be. My older daughter, she's a little bit different. She's a little bit kind of wild or whatever. So she kind of needs, the friends that she have, her sisters and brothers and that kind of thing. So she probably would have a more of a hard time being on an island and, just being somewhere where nobody ever comes by, and she knows, I'm there. She knows her sister is there, and she knows we're on the island. She probably have a much harder time with that. But like I said, my oldest daughter, she would love it. Me, I would love it. Get me a boat, and I would come back to land to go. I might go see people. I might go, do normal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the whole vacation thing wouldn't even be an issue because I would be living the vacation. You know what I'm saying? Most people, they travel to the Bahamas or they travel to wherever in their dream vacation or whatever. But if you live there, if you're living in a Bahamian island right there in that beautiful atmosphere, you're living the vacation. But I did read that there are some downsides to it, maintenance, and they say salt water kind of is not good for them, and there's some other things. But all in all, there's an expense to everything. I did read that there's no property tax, but I think there's a tax on non-Bahamians buying land there, and there's like a tax on that. So I figured they had some kind of way to fucking rope you into, paying for something. I figured it wasn't just you buy the land, one and done, government's out of your business type thing. So, but that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to get on here and kind of chit chat with my listeners and kind of tell you how my Monday went, and kind of give you a little bit of my mindset. Hey, I'm G. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a comment, subscribe, and help this channel grow.